Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, that Vibrava would just not get in the ball, and then Umbreon ended up getting an unlucky critical hit, so we lost a Pokemon that I intended to use on my team. And made it through most of the Shadow Pokémon Lab. However, this time, the Pokemon I have decided will replace Vibrava on my team, Swablu, is ready to have the door to its heart unlocked. I spent multiple hours training on Mount Battle, and my Pokemon are all around level 40 now. I'm hoping Swablu will gain that amount of experience. But we'll see. Swablu opened the door to its heart. Mirror move. Level 36, 37, 38, and it's evolving. And it obtained a ribbon. Altaria is a little bit behind in terms of levels. So these rare candies we got from Venus are probably going to be pretty helpful for her. Oh, we have a 50-50 split in terms of gender on my team. Altaria wants to learn Dragon Dance. This is a fantastic move. It raises the attack and speed by one stage, and I'm going to get rid of Sing for it because Sing is an unreliable move that I have a better alternative to in the form of Thunder Wave on Searchlight. Then we have TMs, and I would like to teach some of these as well. First of all, Steel Wing. This move is not particularly fantastic for Altaria, but it's still type coverage, and that's helpful all the time. So we will get rid of Mirror Move for this. And temporarily, I do also want to teach Fire Blast to Altaria. I initially bought this TM for DeBest when we got to the final area of the game, but since we're earning so much money from battles and not buying Pokeballs, I feel like it's pretty expendable at the moment. So we'll buy another one for the best later on. Anyway, I'll actually meet you guys at the outskirts stand. I don't want to go to the lab quite yet. If you head to the outskirts stand, I believe this is after defeating Dakim. Oh hey, it's you, just the guy I wanted to see. You see, I had the urge to have another Pokemon battle with you. It was driving me wonky. My name is spelled with proper capitalization. You can tell I'm going wonky. So come on, let's battle. I'm not losing this time. There is a rematch against Willy and his awesome hair. And there's really not a huge difference. The only difference is he has a Linoon now. So, I mean, I'm going to speed the battle up, but it's always worth doing this rematch, even if it's only for the fantastic music. Wiped out again. Seeing how short that battle was, not only do I think it was probably actually after Mirror B, and also, I probably didn't even have to speed that up in editing. But yeah, you're tough. Real tough. You stomped us good. As always, my friend. Willy is the one friend we've had throughout this entire journey. And Rui, I guess. I guess she can count. At the outskirt stand, we can now buy net balls, nest balls, timer balls. Nest balls are completely worthless to you now. These are just Pokeballs that are more expensive. They only have their effect of working better on weaker Pokemon up to level 30. It doesn't tell you that for some reason. We already got timer balls. I do want to buy a few net balls, because there are a few bug and water type Pokemon we'll be running into later on. And just to have the complete set, I also want to buy 2 Pokeballs and 1 Great Ball. Because it will stop bothering me that, you know, just for the hell of it, I'll also buy 3 Nest Balls. How you like that, video game? I'm stimulating your economy. Man, you can't sell the Time Flute? That's unfortunate. I don't have any selling items, do I? Huh. You'd think you'd get an item made for selling by now. I am going to sell Attract, because I know for a fact I will never use this move. And Snatch, because Umbreon's the only Pokemon I have that can learn it, and I already got rid of it on Umbreon. Don't see myself wanting to get it back. And he doesn't sell any potion-type items, he only sells status healing items, so I guess that means I am also going to Phoenix City. Are you kidding me? Okay, guess I'm going back to the Under now. This is what I put into the PC. I don't think I'll be using these at all, so yeah. There we go. Feeling good. There is actually an item in my bag that I said I was going to wait until I had my final team member for. Obviously this was planned to be used on a Vibrava or a Flygon, but it will also do wonders on Altaria, so why not? Now, I have to go to the Under. Oh, this game is sending me all over the world. Oh, thank God he's finally stopped jumping. Oh my God, I was going to panic if I walked in here and saw him jumping again. Ugh. I guess I'll just spend the rest of my... No, Hyper Potions are more worthwhile right now. I'll buy 10 Hyper Potions just so I can stock up, and I'll spend the rest of my money on revives. I keep talking like I don't have to do 2 boss fights in a row right now, because we did see that there was somebody else in the doorway behind the girl who had the Vibrava that just ceased to exist upon defeating me. Apparently she was just so excited for being the person to finally defeat Wes. Alright, heading back up here. Door's locked. Release the lock? Yes. You have to select the Pokemon that were in the DNA samples from earlier in the dungeon. I'm lucky I remembered all those. Not once, not twice, but 3 times we meet? Do you recall who I am? I shall avenge my humiliation at the Relic Forest. Cypher Peon Scrub. This is your second chance for Hitmontop. There will be a 3rd chance later, so... Again, if that Hitmontop is giving you any trouble, despite the fact that it's level 35 as a Shadow Pokemon, so you should be pretty competently leveled in order to deal with it, you can still knock it out here and get another chance at it later. This was a bad matchup to lead with. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'll use Steel Wing on Graveler. Oh, this is Altaria's first attack as an Altaria against something that isn't a level 29 Zigzagoon, and leaves a lot to be desired. We did get a defense boost from it, though, so that's helpful. Wobbuffet is not going down that easily. Magnitude, that will only do significant damage to Ampharos, and didn't knock out. Yeah, it doesn't even affect Altaria. Wobbuffet uses Mirror Coat, that is probably going to knock out Ampharos. Yep. Should have seen that coming. This Wobbuffet tends to use Mirror Coat over Counter. I don't even know if it has Counter, so... Midnight, I guess. But on the bright side, that Wobbuffet has been weakened quite a bit by that magnitude, so things are looking alright right now. Of course, Altaria misses with the Steel Wing, that's fine. I feel kind of bad for Altaria because she exists in this, like, gray area for me in terms of my Pokemon, where I didn't even really want to use her on my team, but now that she's here, I like her. I like Altaria. It's just not what I was expecting to use. I was actually planning on using Altaria in a future Pokemon LP. It wouldn't be a Pokemon LP that's anytime soon, but, like, I don't know. I just don't like using the same Pokemon twice unless it's Quagsire. So now I have to, like, replan my team for that future Let's Play, and it's just... it's so much more than I wanted to do for that Let's Play, because that Let's Play is of my least favorite Pokemon game in general. I don't know. It's not that big a deal, though, so I shouldn't be hard on Altaria because of that, because honestly, it's Umbreon's fault. It's Midnight's fault, and I like Midnight, so... God, speaking of, Midnight is taking a lot of damage, and I can easily switch out now that that Wobbuffet is gone, so... I'm gonna send out Axel, Altaria... Since nobody seems to be targeting Altaria, I'll use Dragon Dance, why not? Man, that animation is super boring in this generation. Or in this game, I guess. I remember that actually looking kind of cool in Pokemon Stadium, but I might be thinking of Swords Dance. That did nothing to Lotta. Okay. Surf on Lotta, and let's just fly on Clamperl, because I know that won't be taken out by Surf. But this will take out Graveler, like 100%. Yep. Yeah, that did nothing to Clamperl. And... Medicham. I didn't know he had a Medicham. That's probably to replace his Hitmontop. Oh boy, Blizzard, actually, that might be bad. Never mind, it can't hit flying Pokemon. For some reason, I always think Blizzard can hit flying Pokemon, but I'm thinking of the wrong, like, ultimate move for a type. So I'm thinking of Thunder. My Jump Kick. I was hoping for a miss, but I guess not. Alright. I could totally destroy this Medicham right now if I had two flying Pokemon. This is unfortunate. I'm going to switch out to Solaris, so it'll do less damage overall if it does use High Jump Kick again. And I'm going to use Fly on Altaria. So if it targets Altaria, it'll just lose HP. That's how High Jump Kick works. It has an extremely high damage output, but if it doesn't hit, then it just deals a ton of damage to itself. So, yeah. Well, it's going for Secret Power now. I probably saw through what I was planning there. But it clearly didn't think hard enough, so it's paralyzed now. This Fly might be enough. We do have a Dragon Dance boost, so this will probably be enough. Yep. There we go. Altaria is not bad. I'm willing to say that now. Altaria is not bad at all. Psych Up. This is kind of a unique move. It makes it so it copies the stat boosts that the target has gotten. If I had any Pokemon that used stat boosts that weren't for physical stats, I would 100% go with this for Espeon, because this would actually be really good paired with Altaria. And it still might because of the Dragon Dance, but Espeon's fast enough as is, it doesn't really need the speed boosts, and if it does need a speed boost, I can just use an X speed, so I'm not going to go with Psych Up for now. I know, right? Don't worry, there'll be a fourth time, buddy. Oh, he just disappeared, like everybody else, including girl with Vibrava. I will never forgive her, or forget her, for that matter. Okay, I'm gonna heal up and then we'll head downstairs. Looking at what the boss of the area has, I'm going to be leading with Searchlight and Solaris, but, since it's a boss in Colosseum, it's never guaranteed what the boss will start with anyway. Is there anything over here? HP up. That's a really good item. I tend to use these, stat boosting items on the Pokemon that already has the highest, amount in that stat. Right now it's looking like Quagsire, so I'll do it on Quagsire. But it's perfectly okay to use that on Pokemon with a low, stat like that. Good. This disc has been scrubbed of all data. That's done it. Whoa! How did you get in without my notice? Ah, I see. You must be the much-talked-about Wes. Little did I expect to see you here. I am Ein. I am in charge of this Shadow Pokémon Lab. No one must be allowed to interfere with our Shadow Pokémon plan. I won't allow it. Let me acquaint you with the power of my Shadow Pokémon. According to Bulbapedia, cruel and without emotion, here is Ein. He is leading with about what I expected. He is going to lead with Golbat, level 48, Poison Flying type, Inner Focus for the ability, known the moves Confuse Ray, Bite, Wing Attack, and Toxic. And Lantern, level 47, Water Electric type, Volt Absorb for the ability, so it will absorb Electric type moves to restore HP. Knowing the moves Rain Dance, Hydro Pump, Confuse Ray, and Thunder. So my initial plan here was to use Thunderbolt on that Golbat because I thought he was going to lead with a different Water type Pokemon. Or no, it was to use Thunderbolt on an Electric type, but that's not the Electric type, or Water, okay, I've already messed up the thought, but I think you get the idea, so I'm just gonna go for Cotton Spore there, because I am still going to try to take out that, that Golbat in one hit. Good job, Solaris. So his main strategy is to use Rain Dance and Thunder. When it is raining, the move Thunder can never miss, and that is one of the most powerful Electric-type moves. Searchlight's trying to learn Light Screen. We already have Reflect on Espeon, and Thunder Shock is a worthless move because we have Thunderbolt, so I'll go ahead and teach that. Next is... yeah, this is the water type I was expecting him to start out with. Huntail's level 47, water type, Swift Swim for the ability, so its speed is doubled in the rain, knowing the moves Confuse Ray, Rain Dance, Surf, and Bite. This thing can deal a lot of damage, especially because it's so fast in the rain, and it has Surf, which is powered up in the rain. And that Confuse Ray can be super annoying, too. So, this is unfortunate. I'm gonna use Light Screen here, and then Psybeam on Lantern. Confuse Ray, are you targeting Searchlight, or are you targeting okay, Solaris, of course, the one I'm actually using to attack right now. The main thing against Ein is just to hit him as hard as you can with your fastest Pokemon, because unfortunately the way his team works is he's got a lot of bulk, and he has a very annoying strategy. So, just do what you can to get rid of his Pokemon as quickly as you can. That's how I see it, at least. His Pokemon do also... most of his Pokemon have Confuse Ray. 3 out of 5 of them do. So, yeah, that's annoying. Let's go... God, there's really not a lot I can do here. Not Light Screen again. I'll switch out. It was a good attempt to lead with Searchlight, but at this point there's nothing that she can do here. And then I'll use Psybeam on Lantern again. Lantern has a lot of bulk, so that's why Psybeam didn't do as much damage as it normally does to everything else. On top of the fact that Solaris just doesn't have Psychic yet, which is unfortunate. That did more damage than I like. Okay, we're still breaking through the confusion, though. Good job, Solaris. Oh, and Lantern became confused. And it got through and used Hydro Pump. So there's a common misconception that Hydro Pump can never miss when it's raining. That's not true, it can miss, but its power is also increased by rain, so no matter what, it's super inconvenient. Let's go for Midnight in place of Solaris. I was actually gonna heal up Solaris on the next turn, but obviously that didn't get to happen. Okay, Lotta. I just remembered I was going to put Blizzard on Lotta before this with a TM from the under, but that ability is already passed. Since I'm using Mudshot on Lantern, I'll just use Bite on Huntail. And it's confusing Lotta right away, too. That's super inconvenient. Thank you. Okay, Bite. This won't do a ton because Espeon or Umbreon's not a great attacker, but it still did decent enough. Okay, we land the Mudshot. I shouldn't have said that. I could have jinxed that horribly by having Mudshot miss. But we did hit Lantern, so that's good. Altaria. Altaria is level 46, Dragon Flying type, natural cure for the ability, knowing the moves Ice Beam, Pursuit, Toxic, and Fly. Oh god. Lotta's not really cut out to deal with Altaria, but that Ice Beam is also threatening to my own Altaria, because I know for a fact this one is probably faster just because of how much higher level it is. Let's go for Mudshot on Huntail and Toxic on Altaria. Okay, that's fine, Lotta. You're doing great. You're doing your best. Bite on Lotta, of course. Can never not target Lotta. Flying up high, it's probably targeting Lotta. Oh, the rain stopped. Unfortunately, that rain is probably going to go up this turn because of Huntail. Just keep trying to Toxic that Altaria, I guess. Because that Altaria's bulk is going to be an issue. I know, it was targeting Lotta. Okay, Toxic missed, oh my god. Rain Dance. This is unfortunate. Oh, we land the Mudshot, that's good. Still not doing a ton of damage. Huntail is kind of defensive, but I think it's more so the fact that my Pokemon aren't particularly strong in terms of attacking. Now that that light screen is down, they might be doing more damage with Surf. Or they will be doing more damage with Surf. I guess I'll try Slam on Huntail and continue trying to Toxic that Altaria. Oh, there's Ice Beam. That did more damage than I like to see. That'll probably take out Lotta. Yep. Of course. Battles are never allowed to go my way. Searchlight, you can come back in now, I guess. Overall, as far as this battle goes, I'm not doing horribly right now. Like, I've been in much worse situations against Ein, mostly because I usually don't go to Mount Battle to train. Because that's just... It used to be boring to me, but I found that I actually really enjoy Mount Battle now. Because I made it up to, like, level 50 of Mount Battle while training Altaria. Thunderbolt on Huntail, and let's confuse Altaria. Let's give it a taste of its own medicine. Medicine's disgusting, by the way, if you've never had it. It tastes bad. I don't know how many people watching this have never had medicine before, though. Okay, confusing Ampharos is fine. I'm not expecting Ampharos to be, like, the king of this battle. It seems like Umbreon is going to be the king of this battle at this rate. Although Lotta did pretty good, too. And so did Espeon. Okay, that's fine, Searchlight. You're doing your best. I find it easier to sympathize with my Pokemon because literally all of them are cute. I do not have a single Pokemon on my team that isn't cute, except for Typhlosion, but Typhlosion is cool, so I can still sympathize. Okay, Thunderbolt on Huntail. I guess I just start biting away at that Altaria. Well, it hit with the Ice Beam. I don't... Well, that actually didn't do much of anything at all. The Surf is gonna do much of anything at all, though. Not quite a knockout, but that's still a lot of damage. 35 damage exactly to Midnight. Let's see how much Bite does. Oh, crit, it's crit. I thought that just did that much naturally. I should not have thought that. And Searchlight knocks itself out, of course. You did your best. You did your best, Searchlight. That's all I can ask for. Maybe she just has bad luck because her name is spelled wrong, I don't know. No matter what I go for, I'm at a disadvantage against this team at the moment, so I guess I'll just go for the best. Hope this rain goes out the next turn. But Altaria is getting whittled down by poison, but it might... He might even use a full restore this turn. I don't remember if Ein has full restores or not. So I'm just gonna go all in targeting that Altaria. Of course, Flame Wheel did nothing to it. He didn't use a full restore, so I should be good to take it out this turn. Yeah, I'm definitely good to take it out this turn. Confuse Ray. On to best. Well, I don't know why I was expecting him to go for Umbreon. Umbreon's not doing a ton of damage. I know the best will be eventually. There goes Altaria. That's good. We are making extremely good progress as far as this boss goes. This is, in my opinion, this is probably not the hardest of the Cypher admins. I'd have to say that one is Dakeem on Mount Battle, but this is still a challenging fight. Speaking of challenging fight, here's Raikou. Raikou is a Shadow Pokemon. It is an electric type, pressure for the ability, knowing the moves Shadow Rush, Leer, Quick Attack, and Thunder. And it's level 40. I don't know why I forgot its level in there. This is my favorite of the legendary beasts, both in terms of design and use competitively. Raikou is extremely fast and it has an extremely high special attack stat. On top of that, this one comes with both Rain Dance and Thunder, so it can use the Rain Dance Thunder strategy. And it can use that strategy well. There is not much bad I can actually say about Raikou, other than the fact that it doesn't get the best type coverage. You're probably going to be using Quick Attack and Thunder on it until the end of the game if you plan on using it on your team. And this is one of the only Pokemon games where I have used a Legendary on my team, and that Legendary was Raikou. So, I mean, I can say from experience, Raikou can do a ton of damage. If you didn't pick up Ampharos earlier, this is the best electric type in the game. Even if you did pick up Ampharos earlier, this is the best electric type in the game. Just because of how fast it is, how much damage it can do per hit, and the fact that it comes with Rain Dance and Thunder. There goes to best, of course. Okay. Well, we should be fine to use Altaria now, actually. Since his Altaria is gone, there's no Ice-type moves on the field. Toxic should do a lot of damage to that Huntail over time, because that Huntail just will not die. I don't know why it's his Huntail that's sticking around this time. Usually when I battle him, it's his Lantern, but... the rain is still falling. I'm looking forward to that Huntail fainting so there can just be not rain on the field. I'm gonna start setting up with Dragon Dance, and on this turn I'm going to confuse Raikou. Oh, Jesus! That goes to show you how much damage that Raikou can really do. And it paralyzes, of course, because NPCs always get luck. The players do not get luck. The NPCs do. That is how Pokemon works. Dragon Dance. Alright. At least we still get the boost up. It is probably in my best interest to heal my team right now, because if either of these Pokemon go down, I am screwed. Okay. Huntail's hurt by poison, that is good. Okay, on Altaria's turn, I'm going to use a full restore on Altaria. And I think Umbreon can survive this turn, so I'm going to use Bite on Huntail and hope Toxic will take it out at the end of the turn. Raikou is luckily hitting itself, so it's not going to be doing immense damage to anybody. Sir. Okay, barely anything to Altaria, 20 damage. That can be healed with a common potion. And barely anything to Midnight either, but it's... yeah, Midnight's not looking great right now. Okay, rain continues to fall. I don't like this at all. Okay. Let's go Steel Wing on Huntail, and then we'll use a Revival Herb on Midnight's turn on Lada. This Raikou can do barely anything to Lada, since Thunder will be out of the question. Hopefully Steel Wing will do enough to at least get it into range to get knocked out. Okay, didn't even have to get into range because we got a critical hit. That's super nice. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. The reason why I love this game in terms of the battles so much is because of how much thinking you can put into it and having that thinking actually pay off. Because in, like, main series Pokemon games, you can think about your strategy all you want, but in the end it's mindless because every main series Pokemon game past, like, Platinum is so easy. Like, you can put as much thought into your strategies as you want, it's all worthless in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and use Yawn on Raikou, and then hopefully whittle it down with Steel Wing and not knock it out. We get a second chance at Raikou really, really soon, so if you do have to knock it out, don't worry too much about it, it's not a huge deal. But it would be nice to catch it here, to make up for Vibrava. Okay. Steel Wing again. On Lada's turn, I will... I'm gonna go ahead and revive Espeon so I can start using Helping Hand. It's kind of embarrassing that my entire team has mostly the same movesets they got when they were first purified or just gotten in the story. And then you have Altaria with pretty good type coverage overall. Oh my god, of course you paralyzed Altaria, and then fell asleep. You just got so bored of doing a lot of damage. You had to go to sleep afterwards. Okay, let's call Quagsire. Luckily, calling your Pokemon does not make the opposing Pokemon fall awaken. My words need to get better. Yeah, if you have a Pokemon that you just want to do nothing in a turn, just call it. That's another reason I like this game's battle system, because there's basically a rest command. Although the rest command doesn't have any benefit at all whatsoever unless you are dealing with a Shadow Pokemon or a Pokemon that is asleep. We're getting awfully close to knocking it out, and another Steel Wing... I don't think another Steel Wing will do much. So, got one more Steel Wing in. This battle has gone on well over 10 turns, so we can actually use Timer Balls this time. That didn't do really anything at all. Okay. Well, Timer Balls, as I said. Switch that with the Net Ball. On Quagsire's turn, I'm going to start using Yawn again. I believe making a Pokemon fall asleep actually has a slightly higher chance of increasing the catch rate than Paralysis. Paralysis is just more reliable because they can't get rid of it if they don't have a move specifically to get rid of it. And it woke up, as expected. Shadow Rush, targeting Altaria. Alright, that's fine. So much for planning on using Espeon to use Helping Hand, because now I'm not even trying to weaken it anymore. What do I want to do here? I don't know. Because I need to have 2 Pokemon in order to use the Pokeball glitch. I'll use Reflect on Espeon's turn and then heal up Espeon just in case. Thunder. Targeting Espeon. Oh, God, it's a good thing I healed. Okay, Reflect. That Shadow Rush will do less to Quagsire now. Raikou fell asleep. Now it's in red health because of Shadow Rush, so... And then, actually, I still need to be in the items. Espeon's turn, I'm going to go ahead and revive, I'll revive Midnight, just because Midnight can take a few hits. This power, it defies belief. Your struggle to get here was all in vain. The Shadow Pokémon we produced have already been moved elsewhere. And that, of course, includes the ultimate Shadow Pokémon I created for the boss. One data ROM. There is a sneaky chest here containing TM26. Historically, TM26 has always been Earthquake. TM26 is still Earthquake. This move is so good. It's 100 power, 100 accuracy, hits every Pokemon on the field, including your ally, unfortunately. But that's still a 50 power ground-type move that's hitting both of your opponent's Pokemon, and since Protect is a TM that's so easily accessible in this game, you bet I'm teaching that to Altaria. Lada actually learns it later through level up, so I'm not too worried about that. Getting rid of Fire Blast. We never even used it, so I guess it really was expendable. There we go. And that's also the reason I bought two Protect TMs. First one is obviously going to Searchlight. Let's get rid of Cotton Spore. Second one is going to DeBest. Saving DeBest for last. We'll get rid of Smokescreen because I haven't used it a single time. Smokescreen is actually pretty helpful in this game because it can make it so Shadow Pokemon miss with Shadow Rush and are not hit by the recoil as a result, but I haven't used it a single time. Probably not going to start now. Still don't get the cool music back. But now we can leave through here. I'll meet you guys outside. And we have an email. It is from Net from the Under. Hi, this is Net. If you find anything at the Shadow Pokémon Lab, please bring it to me in the Under. I'll be waiting. Well, how convenient that you messaged me at this time, Net. This episode is already going on for so long, but the way I tend to like to do this is I just have a set goal in mind for an episode and then end it when I'm done with that, so I don't worry too much about the episode's length. And my set goal was to get the data ROM to Net, so that's what we're gonna do to end the episode, I guess. Alright. So the Under actually used to be the town I got lost in the most often in this game when I was little. I don't know why, I could just never find this house. Hi Wes, did you meet up with that Silva guy? He was saying something about going to check out Realgum Tower. But where is this Realgum Tower anyway? I don't know. Hey buddy. This appears to be Net's PC. Oh Wes, how did it go? Did you find any data? There's the data ROM, buddy. Oh, now this looks interesting. Let's scope it out right away. Oh hey, this data ROM appears to contain a list of Shadow Pokemon that have been made so far. But no, it looks like they've wiped the data. Wes, please leave this with me. I'll somehow try retrieving information from this data ROM, even if it means going over it little by little. Wes, as soon as I discover anything, I'll email your PDA. Speaking of that, this is something I forgot to show off earlier. Snag list. With this, you can see all the Shadow Pokemon in the game, including those that you have failed to snag, and who they are with. This one will torment me forever. That is everything I wanted to get done in this episode. So... next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we'll be seeing what that's all about. See you guys then.